At Manchester United, the air is thick with despair. Ruben Amorim, once hailed as a tactical prodigy, now stares down the barrel of a sacking after a catastrophic start to the 2025-26 season. A 2-2 draw against 4th Division Grimsby Town in the League Cup, followed by a gut-wrenching penalty shootout loss, wasn't just a defeat, it was a public execution of United's pride. 1 point from 2 Premier League games, a loss to Arsenal, and a draw with Fulham has left the Red Devils scraping the bottom of the table. Amorim's summer overhaul, backed by nearly 200 million, promised a new dawn with signings like Benjamin Sesko, Bryan Mbeumo, and Matheus Cunha. Instead, it's delivered a nightmare. His post-Grimsby comments were a spark in a powder keg, admitting the better team won, lamenting players too loud in the dressing room, and hinting that something must change. Fans already bruised by a 15th place finish last season smelled weakness. Fabrizio Romano reports the board is circling, with the upcoming Burnley clash as Amorim's last stand. Lose, and names like Julian Lopetegui and Zinedine Zidane are already being whispered. The project Amorim built, 7 league wins, only 4 against current Premier League sides, is crumbling. United's hierarchy won't swing the axe without a replacement, but the clock is ticking and the fans' patience is gone. This isn't just a crisis, it's a collapse of faith in a club that's lost its way. Across the Northwest, Liverpool are crafting a different narrative, one of audacious ambition. Alexander Isak, Newcastle's talismanic striker, is the prize they've set their sights on, and they're ready to break the British transfer record to get him. The 25-year-old Swede, who scored 23 Premier League goals last season and a decisive strike in Newcastle's Carabao Cup final win over Liverpool, has made his intentions clear. He wants out. Training alone at his former club Real Sociedad, Isak has effectively gone on strike, refusing to join Newcastle's pre-season tour and issuing a public statement that the relationship can't continue. Liverpool, sensing blood, have been relentless. Their initial 110 million bid, laced with add-ons, was swatted away by Newcastle, who value their star at 150 million. But the Reds are undeterred. Daily contact with Isak's camp has secured personal terms, and a 130 million offer, bolstered by improved bonuses, is ready to test Newcastle's resolve. Team Talk and Football Insider report that Liverpool's owners, FSG, believe this bid will crack the Magpies, especially with Isak's refusal to back down. Newcastle's stance, once ironclad, is wobbling. They've secured Nick Woltemade from Stuttgart for $69 million as a potential replacement, signaling a willingness to negotiate. But pundits like Jamie Carragher question the price, pegging Isak's value closer to 85 to 99 million. If Liverpool pull this off, the 125 million deal, eclipsing Chelsea's 115 million for Moises Caicedo, will mark one of the costliest signings in their history. For Arne Slot, it's a statement of intent, a proven Premier League goal scorer to spearhead their title defense. But with the transfer window's final hours looming, the question isn't just whether Newcastle will cave, it's whether Liverpool's gamble will redefine their season. In Madrid, another storm brews. Vinicius Jr., Real Madrid's electrifying. Winger is at war with the club's hierarchy over a new contract. The Brazilian, who carried Madrid's attack early last season, saw his spotlight dim with Kylian Mbappe's arrival. Now he's demanding a deal matching or exceeding Mbappe's $25 million annual package, a figure that sent shockwaves through the Bernabeu. Real, unwilling to break their wage structure, have hit a wall. El Chiringuito reports that the club is prepared to let Vinicius walk for free in 2027 rather than cave to his demands, a nuclear option that underscores the stakes. Talks have been paused until the season's end per Cadena SER, but the delay only weakens Madrid's hand. With 2 years left on his contract, Vinicius holds the leverage and his camp knows it. Saudi Arabia's Al Hilal looms, offering a staggering $600,000 a week deal, but Vinicius's heart seems set on staying if the price is right. Real face a brutal choice: pay up or lose a generational talent. The tension is palpable, and every match feels like a referendum on his future. Tottenham, meanwhile, are playing the role of transfer market bandits. While Chelsea dithered, Spurs swooped in with a 60 million bid for RB Leipzig's Xavi Simons, a versatile number 10 who can also play wide. Chelsea, long seen as Simons' preferred destination, were caught flat-footed, mired in debates over squad space and sales. Spurs, under Thomas Frank, didn't hesitate. Sky Germany confirms Leipzig accepted the offer, and Simons, skipping training, jetted to London for talks. The move is a masterstroke for Tottenham, who needed a creative spark with James Maddison. Sidelined, Simmons, a near-identical playstyle to Maddison, fits Frank's vision of a dynamic attack. Spurs' warm ties with Leipzig, cemented by Timo Werner's loan, smoothed the deal. Chelsea, still without a formal bid, are left scrambling, their hesitation echoing their failed pursuit of Crystal Palace's Ebereki Eze. Tottenham aren't done. Another attacker is on their radar, a sign they're building for more than a top 4 scrap. This is Spurs seizing the moment, leaving their rivals in the dust. Real Madrid's woes don't end with Vinicius. Rodrigo, the 24-year-old Brazilian forward, is quietly forcing his own exit. Dropped by Carlo Ancelotti and overlooked by Brazil's national team, Rodrigo's frustration boiled over into a transfer request per The Athletic. Ancelotti's blunt dismissal, "He has my number if he needs clarification," felt like a cold shoulder. Rodrigo's diminishing role, overshadowed by Mbappe and Vinicius, has left him on the fringes. Liverpool and Manchester City are circling, with the Reds seeing him as a potential plan B if the Isak deal falters. But City's crowded attack, bolstered by new signings, makes Anfield a likelier destination. Rodrigo's silence speaks volumes. He's letting his advisors stoke the fire while he waits for a move. With the window closing, his departure feels inevitable, a casualty of Real's star-studded chaos. AC Milan, sensing opportunity, are making a late charge for Chelsea's Christopher Nkunku. The French forward, sidelined for Chelsea's opening games against Palace and West Ham, is surplus to Enzo Maresca's plans. Milan, per Fabrizio Romano and The Athletic, have opened talks for a $50 million permanent deal, a steep drop from January's $70 million valuation. Nkunku, plagued by injuries since his $52 million move from Leipzig, is eager to restart. Milan's urgency stems from a collapsed deal for Victor Boniface, leaving a gap in their attack. The catch: Nkunku's $20 million annual wages are a hurdle for Serie A's leaner budgets. A compromise on terms or bonuses could seal it, but Leipzig, where Nkunku is still a hero, lurk as a fallback. For Chelsea, cashing in frees wages and streamlines Maresca's squad. With the deadline looming, this race is a sprint to the finish. The transfer window's final act is a pressure cooker. Amorim's United are one loss from implosion, their $200 million rebuild mocked by a 4th division humiliation. Liverpool's pursuit of Isak is a high-wire act, balancing record-breaking ambition against Newcastle's stubbornness. Vinicius' standoff with Real Madrid threatens to reshape their attack, while Rodrigo's rebellion could spark a Premier League scramble. Tottenham's Simon's coup is a lesson in decisiveness. And Milan's Nkunku chase is a desperate bid for firepower. Every move, every rumor carries the weight of seasons yet to come. Who will rise and who will fall? Drop your take in the comments.